Guys, it will be Grass DauT against Mr. That was wrong. Okay, I will need to do that again. I muted myself instead of removing the picture. Okay, that was weird. DauT against Hearttt, KotD round 3, best of 5 coming your way, and let's take a look at the Civ draft. We are looking at Hearttt having Malians at 6, Huns, Celts, and Franks as the 5th pick. On the outside we see Indians, Mayans, Ethiopians, Malay, and Italians. So I would say we should just jump into this series. Game number 1 is already on its way, and we will see DauT picking Indians as his first pick, and on the other side we have Hearttt playing the Celts. And yeah, love all the Grass DauTs in the chat, guys. I know you're a big fan, and it seems like DauT will play this even with a push steer here. And 3 on wood, so most likely expecting some scouts out of him. On the other side we have Hearttt, 4 on wood here. Very clumped up map if he wants to go for some walls. Went for quite surprising 3-0 victory there over, 2 shots but 1 missed. 3-0 victory over Tato there in the round of 16. And yeah, untypical style here for DauT, going for the greedy approach indeed, and pushing some deer without finding all the sheep. So that will be 6 sheep only for him. Now going for the boar and very little scouting. Normally he's a guy who really goes for a lot of scouting and wants to know exactly what his enemy is up to. This time, not as it seems. And yeah, as I said several times, I don't like the T's going. It's 4 on deer after pushing 4 on berries after pushing 2 deer. That's a bit weird to me. I would love to see him being at the TC there and being a bit more efficient. And yeah, there's a lot of micro there. 3rd deer already on its way. Hearttt walling the front, and he will create quite a nice arena for himself. Off with its own wood. Bolt looks pretty reasonable. Hearttt, is he going forward into that direction? Oh, seems like he could run into the TC, but no, he's safe for now. Oof. DauT has to be one of the best boomers, probably one of the best for sure. And yeah, the rest of the resources look pretty safe as well. Not the greatest gold, but that's all fine, being the 3rd gold spot. On the other side we have Hearttt going with the barracks and trying to zone out his map, and that looks like M&A to me. Just Lumen, and then probably will go up. DauT plays at pop 20. Hearttt probably pop 22 after his Lumen finished, and sending 3 on gold as it seems, or at least 2, and he still has 1 here at the front. DauT with the weirdest barrack ever. I don't like that positioning too much. Yeah. Now going for the scout is Mr. DauT. Doesn't see much. Sees 1 house and now knows, okay, that's... Why is my scout running so weirdly? And Hearttt, military count, still only 1 scout. So he isn't going for M&A. He is maybe just going... Oh no, he is. Okay, that was just a bit late. All reasonable though. DauT. Nice amount of resources there. Pop 20 and still 500 food, 400 wood for him, and DauT trying to take the engagement here. Heartt just going for the quick wall, trying to punish the scout a bit, and well, got some hits off, and that's pretty sweet for him, because he will face... I'm not sure if those are the best buildings, honestly. Yeah, he's keeping the walking distance pretty small, but that's gonna be the real thing here. Heartt now with 3 militia at the front, getting double bit X as well as the double as the M&A upgrade. And DauT now going for a second lumber camp. Does he see what's going on? Yes, he does. First scouts coming out. Not going for any walls. House at the front is pretty reasonable. Villagers moved around. Wants to see some quick walls over here. Not really going for it. Scouts for now in the stable. Not going for the CC. Oh, I'm getting some damage done against the M&A. That was a solid 2 volleys there. Dropping 70 more food. Means another scout. Easily. Could easily get queued up. And seems like DauT won't have any losses. And meanwhile, Heartt can wall himself completely and is going for another archer range. Or the first one. Now, lots of villagers going back to the berries, more farms being added. Looks pretty solid for DauT. Would obviously love to see the farms being around the mill first instead of the second row farms, but well, they're still also reasonable. 5 scouts out. Map control is still in favor of Heartt, who is now adding some spearmen before he wants to take the engagement. Let's take a look if DauT is trying to take this engagement before the second spearman arrives. He's coming around, and obviously, being the Celt, he's running quite fast. DauT now trying to pressure out this archer range, pulling it with 2 villagers, more farms here. And that's an engagement that DauT cannot really take at the moment. More houses, and that's such a weird build-up here. And so many weird building placements here for DauT. Take a look, DauT is still running. And at the moment, the total damage amount was on this scout, some over here, and 1 M&A got 2 volleys off from the TC. And except that, we didn't have any damage output so far. Heartt's completely walled now. With this map control, feels pretty safe. DauT now finally switching onto gold a bit and yeah, trying to go for the counter attack, but a bit late. Heartt keeps the aggression, and let's switch into the resource of Heartt, what he's transitioning into. Somewhat reasonable on gold, going for more archers, and not going for his gear yet. Lost some more HP, but let's take a look. Can he maybe force an engagement? DauT needs to micro the villager over, and that's a bit late here. Could maybe lose 1. Let's take a look. 5 HP here and the downhill hit, so that's reasonable here for Heartt. And DauT is now going for the engagement. Spearman trying to get some damage on them. Heartt is running around. This looks reasonable for DauT, I would say, especially because the spearman went down. And yeah, pretty good stuff here. Nice micro by DauT. Gets a nice clear up of all this army. But at the same time, Heartt is already looking into the Carthage transition. It's getting fletching, horse color. Yeah, he lost all his army. But it doesn't really matter. Oh, now even forcing some idle villager time here. And now DauT is going to the front and he needs to do damage quite quickly here. Isn't getting a lot of stone out. It's Mr. Heartt here. He collected 7 more. Not 100% sure why that. And let's take a look. DauT. Where can he pressure? Well, there's a house still at the front. He doesn't have any M&As though. And now going for fletching. We're trying to push into 1. Oh, DauT even going for the aggressive tower here. And we don't see it too often out of him. And 2 villagers to the front. And now trying to pressure in this open area. Well, it's not too open. That's a problem. DauT with the skirmisher trying to do some damage. Heartt is microing quite nicely, and look at that. Now getting some kills here. Not any big losses for him, but well, DauT is trying to return the favor. Obviously, he's heavily onto skirms, so. But Heartt he's doing quite well for himself. Maybe you could make an argument for building the tower closer here. Oh boy, Heartt's KD is just so good at the moment. Look at what he's sniping there. That's looking so sweet. So sweet for him. And DauT cannot really do much. 100 food for him, 300 gold. And not the biggest amount of farms, and still producing some costly food units. On the other side, we have Heartt, 500 food, 100 gold. So sitting back with his archers, didn't do the single ability yet, is 2 ahead. This tower will do some reasonable damage here, but he will be safe. Reasonable damage means he needs to pull those villagers, and maybe in the long run, DauT will have another path to attack from. Heartt is coming around, but that's all double palisaded, housed, and well, that's probably the most vulnerable area. Area up now. Heartt now up. No, I'm saying Lyria. Okay. Oh, let's take a look. That tower could be interesting. All the skirmishers out here. What they can do. That is very heavy only on archers so far. And that's, well, okay, now 2 villagers coming over. Defensive tower by Heartt. He realizes, okay, I cannot let that tower go up. Tries to find another angle. Now goes a bit higher, but that's still, Heartt can still continue to build that tower. If you ask me. Well, seems like he's doing his one and putting it a bit higher. DauT, that's not really going to work. Well, he's forcing some reaction out of Heartt, but not enough if you ask me. Heartt now going on to stone. Realizes, damn, maybe I need to build a tower and I want to bloom, so better get onto some stone. DauT is now up 1.5 minutes after Heartt. DauT still with the map control with all the pressure possibilities, but for now it's Heartt who looks in a better shape. I would say like 4 villages ahead. I don't really know how it looks when it comes to wheelbarrow. And DauT does not have wheelbarrow. Oh, he does have wheelbarrow, and on the other side, Heartt has wheelbarrow as well. So that's reasonable. Both. Okay, Siege Workshop now coming up. The usual upgrades for Mr. Heartt. This tower, well, somewhat annoying. And yeah, some low HP villagers, so wouldn't even hurt to have some archers in here in the tower. Because they could do some damage. Okay, what is Heartt now trying to do? Is he trying to sneak around? DauT could maybe see that archers are barely missing each other. Now trying to run around, but won't really find the damage here. Completely unwalled so far. $1,000 up and 1,000 down. That's a lot. I'm going for all the upgrades as well, but Heartt, he will sneak around and he... Let's take a look. DauT has no vision at all over here and is not getting a TC up as well. Oh, this could be deadly. Maybe Heartt can do the damage. Take a look. DauT is still around. What can he do? Snipes 1 villager, but that's something that DauT cannot answer at the moment. I'm sending villagers over, but that will be too late. That TC will be a DauT TC if I've ever seen one. At the same time, maybe Big Magno said I'm trying to show both fronts. DauT is moving backwards here, and that will be so ugly for DauT. And Heartt, now in a dominant position for sure, will snipe some villagers down, and DauT completely out of gold for quite some time. Will not be able to do some damage over here, and oof, tough spot. Need to send over some villagers now, sending all his army back. Yeah, he obviously would win a head-on fight, but at the moment his army is so out of position. Heartt is safe behind his walls with Mangonels behind there. He is looking strong. Villager count 4 ahead for Heartt. He's only now adding his second TC. Not even adding a scout, or was that one from before? Not 100% sure. Heartt not getting more kills at the moment, but still very active on the map. And yeah, quite a nice reaction by DauT so far. Didn't lose any villagers. Yeah, he lost a lot of mining time. But, well, that's something he has to live with for now. DauT now going for the clear up, but that's non-ballistic against the hill. Oh god, that's just hard against DauT Micro. Oh boy, that's 4 kills against 1 kill so far. Make that 5 against 1. And Heartt now needs to run 6 against 2. Well, Heartt is taking such a good fight with so smaller numbers. Now trying to focus down only archers. Well, now he's going for the stop micro. Now he just lets them fight. But has another flock here at the front. And what is DauT trying to go for? Just gives this up. 5 villagers ahead is Heartt at the moment. University trying to go for some ballistics so that he doesn't have to micro that much more. Obviously, against all those young guns, not very happy to go into the big micro wars at all. DauT is slowly catching up. Keeps his villager production quite stable. But it is housed. Needs to defend now. And this game slows down quite a bit. You can see a lot of kills at the moment. Heartt is kind of trying to regroup, get his Mangonels together, and maybe then go for another attack. DauT is fearing that and is scouting this left-hand side area. DauT has very little map vision overall, maybe fearing an attack over the right-hand side, but sees the wolf still there and knows he's on the hill. So pretty fine. I'm not really sure what we heard here. That's weird. Ah, the scout was around, okay. And no ballistics as it seems. DauT will lose the scout. Oh, that will be interesting. Ballistics for DauT. Heartt without ballistics. Let's take a look. What can DauT really do here? Now patrolling in. Mangonel's shot is pretty good. DauT, what is he doing? He needs to run. That was some bad engagement. And Heartt is now going for ballistics as well. What is DauT's transition at the moment? Just double archery range. No stable production. He's going for 1 camel. That's not really going to work. Siege workshop. Trying to defend here, but Heartt in a very dominant position. Obviously, Kelt's pretty strong. DauT going for the +1 defense for his camels. Oi. Loses more and more army at the moment. Heartt 10 military ahead. DauT with 0 siege. Now going for his first one. Heartt in a very controlling position. If he gets this hill, I don't really see how DauT can really push him off there. Crossman production, he's now trying to maybe intercept some crossbows, but Heartt isn't sending them in one by one. He's waiting with the group and then sends them in as one big group. Okay, let's take a look. Killing some farms now. Just doing the guaranteed damage. It is Heartt here. Now going for this next archery range. DauT, can he maybe get one big shot off? Looks like Heartt split is good. Getting the shot downhill, and that was 1 for none. Heartt is in full control here. Could we maybe go into the semifinals seeing aftermath against the Tyrants? Oh, camels now trying to go for the snipe. Some ground attack over here. Crossbow's a bit out of position. Should have gotten 1 or 2 volleys off. Let's take a look. Can he maybe snipe down the Mangonel of DauT? At the moment he's trying to fight the crossbowman, but didn't get the shots done. Mangnell trade 1-for-1 indeed, and the camels are getting sniped down. Mangnell still out, and DauT doesn't want to take this engagement anymore, and GG's out. Solid microwave by Heartt, and yeah, just being walled, and DauT couldn't do the damage. DauT didn't see the map well enough because he pushed a lot of deer at the start and then took just so much damage. The sneak around with those crossbowmen just bought Heartt so much time. And yeah, DauT's aggression. This tower did nothing. This tower over here at the top did get cleared up quite quickly as well. And yeah, DauT just in full, Heartt just in full control of this series so far. And that was, I believe, pick 5 against pick 1. We will see. Achievements. Heartt. Yeah, the KD. Obviously DauT not going for Mangnells at all. Really hurt him. And better eco for him. Having the eco advantage there. Getting more wood really helped him as well. And yeah, let's take a look at potential Civ to come up. We will have no more Celts. So that was pick number 4 by him. But he had the first pick, 1, 2, 3. So it was pick 4 and 5 for him. So yeah, in his last set of picks. And we have the Indians for DauT. So pick 4-5 against pick number 1. And Heartt still wins. Pretty ugly stuff for Mr. DauT. Little bit grass sad. Guys, maybe you need to send some energy to your boy, Mr. Grass DauT. DauT not streaming? Well, the tournament doesn't really allow streaming of the players. So it does, but it's pretty bad. And yeah. The Lord we trust. And somebody explain what Celts do well. I've never seen them play before this. Well, they gather wood faster. So since wood is basically the basic resource for everything you want to build later on, if it's farms, any buildings, or some of the army, that's pretty neat for you. And then they have faster spearmen and M&A, so that's nice if you want to take some better fights. And then in the long run, they even have boat riders, which are nice against some eagles if we get into that scenario. Or if we get into like a civilization that goes for a lot of cavalry, your halberdiers are strong. And if we go into something that has a lot of archers, you have the best siege onagers in the game. So a lot of things going pretty well against a lot of other civilizations. And having a strong boom, reasonable aggression there, and that's just sweet. Oh, I really need to drink something. Maybe I'll just go for some water. Why is their boom good? Because they get 15% more wood. Okay guys, then let's jump into game number 2. Will be played with the Italian. So pick number 5 here for DauT, and he is facing off against the Hunt of Heartt, who has a pretty open map. Wood to the front, gold very open here, stone very open, and all his resources actually over here. So maybe if he controls this area with some walls, that would be nice for him for the long run. Actually, it's quite a wallable map. Just wall this side and wall this side. Well, then you don't have any access to wood anymore, but still, you cannot get raided by, for example, Conditeros. And DauT's map. Close by deer. Wood and stone to the front, gold very open. Cannot really wall this either. And yeah, not the dream map. And for the early for hero. It's actually not that early. 4 sheep already done, and yeah, it was just very far away. That makes all sense. Well, Celts, you haven't seen them more because in team games they aren't really viable. They're missing Bracer, so that's the last attack upgrade for water. So that's pretty ugly. And on Arabia, you have a very strong army, but very immobile army. So if you're playing as a flank, you don't have a transition out of crossman because you don't have arbalest. And if you're playing as a pocket position, you don't have bloodlines, so your knight support isn't that great, although they also have paladins. And therefore in team games, they are only a good pick on maps like Black Forest. Really, why are all game streams beginning at the minute or two after actual start? Time is already a bit beyond 0. That's why, because we have 1 minute 30 spec delay, so that someone could not, like, for example, DauT could obviously now watch my stream and just try to cheat, and we are preventing that a bit by delaying it 1.5 minutes. Obviously, it's still an option, but it's way less efficient with 1.5 minutes. Then my stream has like 10 seconds delay as well, so then it's 140 overall, and yeah, then it's so much tougher to see maybe sneak attack or something. 130 is pretty low though. I believe in StarCraft tournaments, for example, it's 5 minutes, but yeah, most of the tournaments are obviously like the offline tournaments. And I'm not sure how much the delay is on shooters. I believe, yeah, in the old days when I was watching Counter-Strike 1.6, there was different. They had tournaments without any delay, and they were tournaments with a delay up to 5 minutes as well. Yeah. For example, poker players are having delays from, yeah, like reasonable poker streamers have like from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. I personally stream with like 5 or 6 minutes delay. Why is John streaming this tournament as well? Couldn't you two cast together? I don't think we will work together too well. Yeah, and there are more people streaming that. I believe like 6 or 7 people are streaming this at the moment. So, yeah. Ooh, let's take a look. DauT. Well, we didn't really talk about the strategies just yet. Talking more about delays. So Heartt is going 3 militia aggression with his hunts, and DauT going for 4 as a defense here. And oh, running into 1 wolf here is Heartt. Will take some damage. But is now fighting these off. Oh, that's a lot of damage. 12 HP lost there. And I'm not sure if DauT knows that the militia already left the nest. Oh, DauT, can he see it? Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he does. No, he doesn't. Now he does. No, he doesn't. Does he? Does he not? Does he not? No, he doesn't. Now he does. Okay, M&A now for DauT. A bit faster than Heartt, and beautiful block here by Heartt. Can he get that villager? Seems like no, and that was a lot of shots fired there. And Heartt, yeah, well, he needs to do something. Those M&A, oh, I'm not sure if they ran back. Maybe after he saw it. And well, villagers are all pretty close to the TC, so that's not good for M&A to do some damage. Heartt now running out with some villagers, probably want to build some archery ranges over here. And see 2 M&A out, or 2 villagers on gold, that's what I wanted to say. M&A now maybe squeezing through, and as I said, all the villagers pretty close to the TC. Can you get some quick walls done? 1 palisade wall, and that's not a lot of damage. So let's take a look what they can do now. One scout around as well, maybe sniping down that one villager. Is going for this back one. Can he kill it? DauT, 3 HP, 3 HP, it's saved. And that's a lot of damage that DauT is still doing. And he had such a sweet timing, but Heartt, perfect reaction there. DauT trying to squeeze through, maybe, not really. At the same time, DauT isn't walling as beautifully. And he's receiving some more damage. Now we can see trying to wall him in, and all those M&A are super low. Look at that. The combined HP is like 15 or something. 4, 16, 1, 8. Oh god. That's low. Yeah, weird mining camp position by DauT as well. So I believe it's pretty bad. Well, it is efficient for 2, but will it be efficient for 7? Not really. Yeah, nearly math, I know. I want to say it's low. Should not have thrown around with numbers. Finally an archer out for DauT here. And yeah, he will easily defend that. Double bit axe now for Mr. Heartt. KD at the moment. DauT lost 5 units already. Where did he lose all of those? Well, I can see those now, but he lost 3? Did he lose 3 villagers? He lost 1? He had 4 M&A and 1 scout. That's 5. So that's 3 villagers down, probably. Did he lose 3 villagers? That makes no sense. Didn't lose one over here? Huh, that's weird. Guys, exclamation mark bracket for updates on the score. Please don't spoil in the chat, so that people who join late don't get spoiled. Can enjoy the live show and later on watch the VODs. Not going for some rewards. Now going aggressively with this army, and DauT just camping this out at home. Going for fletching. Seems to be the best choice for both of the players, and Heartt is trying to run around, and DauT, look at that. Now he's trapping his own villager here. So whenever he wants to pull all villagers, that one will die for sure. Where is he going now? And that looks like Heartt will at least get 1, maybe even 2. I don't like that house from DauT. Should have been a bit more in the open. We'll lose probably 1 archer, and that KD is just so brutal. Skirmishers now scaring away Heartt, and DauT with his patrol now moving in did give Heartt quite an early notice here. 1 archer and you have to delete camp. Well, somewhat, right? Look at that KD, 14-6. DauT really not really on point today. At least so far, but it's a best of 5 series, so comes down to who wins 3 games first, not who wins 1 game first. Wheelbarrow now for Heartt, who is ahead by 7 villages as well, and yeah, it seems like DauT lost quite a bit. Maybe can intercept those archers. Your military count 14-12. Wolf now helping out as well, and DauT should get all of those. Actually taking a loss here. That's something that should not have happened. Now focusing down the skirm. Actually, the wolf instantly goes for the archer. That's pretty brutal. Heartt trying to sneak around, but he will not be able to do anything here. And maybe DauT can do something at the front. That woodland is still exposed, and DauT has more army at the moment. At least in the middle of the map. But yeah, I don't expect Heartt to lose a single villager here. Should get the attack sign quite early, and now can just micro back a bit. Heartt going for the defensive tower. Would love some walls. That's what we showed earlier. And he is somewhat walling the right hand side and is now getting a pretty beautiful wood over here. And yeah, that looks all very solid for him for now. Won't really get hit, and is 4 villagers ahead. Mr. DauT himself is playing this without wheelbarrow so far, and Heartt is having... Take a look. He already has a wheelbarrow. Yeah, DauT is now getting it. So Heartt even more ahead than we thought when it comes to the eco. What can DauT do? And Italians? They don't really have the biggest strengths there in Castle Age. The transition into Castle Age obviously is nice, and cheaper imp upgrade as well, but the big damage dealers will be the CA from Heartt, and he already has 2 archer rangers. He has a lot of stuff out, has fletching and the +1 defense. So let's take a look. DauT taking a fight here, but now with his army in the back. Oh, a bit of a miss micro, and should intercept all of those. Yeah, he will get a lot of kills. Good stuff for him. And he will have a solid army advantage. But he lets some out. That's something that should not have happened. And yeah, with 1 HP I can... That's fine for me, but letting one out with 24 HP should not have happened here. Now stable and 3rd archery range, so it will be skirms with some CAs as it seems. DauT at the meanwhile, well, we already talked about his mining camp. Not the greatest thing ever. Love to see some walls over here. And now DauT finally getting some damage done here and sniping 2 villagers. And Heartt, he should just feel pretty safe. Take a look. That's all walled, but only palisade walls. The tower should be fine, and Heartt isn't actually continuing to produce some skirmishes, so his CA production will be the main thing for him here as it seems. What does DauT see at the moment? He doesn't really know what's going on. He's continuing to go for archers. Don't really see him having enough on gold for that. He has 8 on gold, but not with the greatest efficiency. You need 7 on gold for 2 archery ranges, so that's somewhat reasonable, but won't really be able to get all the upgrades. Especially for DauT, early ballistics is absolutely necessary. Heartt going for the elite skirmishes, now trying to go and chase. He already has the crossbowman, and DauT just needs to run, but I think he will be fine. Will be 5 villagers behind, but has a nice amount of resources, will get all the upgrades, and then we will transition into Castle Age, where Heartt will go for even a knight here. Some CA, and already has husbandry. Wouldn't be surprised to see bloodlines pretty soon out of him as well. DauT not going for elite skirmishes just yet. Is lacking a bit of gold here at the moment. And wants to get TC. I believe it could have been 1 tile closer even. Let's take a look. Is DauT trying to take this engagement before he has all the upgrades? Well, he has Vodkin. Look at that again, 5-1 kills. Now 6-2, it's so brutal. It's so brutal how much better Heartt is at microing than DauT. And yeah, look at that now. The knight soaking some damage, and Heartt without his full army, all the CA still at home, and still taking quite a good fight here. Yeah, the knight taking quite some damage, but DauT, yeah, he needs to rush the ballistics. Stop microing! Yeah, that's what DauT is kind of screaming here. Okay, let's take a look. Advantage for Heartt again. And DauT, he's staying on archers. And he maybe transition into more skirmishes. CA will try to find some damage. I expect 1 or 2 villagers to die, but that will be it. But that's fine. DauT now only waiting for ballistics. XTC for Heartt. 1 over here. Maybe 1 over here wouldn't be bad as well. And DauT now, after ballistics finished, is taking this fight. Oh, he's even microing as well. And 1 villager down. Second one, 16 HP. And now needs to expand to another woodline. Tumbling for Heartt. Very nice upgrade for the CA for sure. And everything goes down at the front. DauT, 5 villagers behind, military count pretty even. He has very little map control, but he has 3 GCs up now, and yeah, not really a spot where he can get raided at the moment. And I believe he can slowly catch up when it comes to villagers, but his army is pretty vulnerable against a Mangonel and that amount of CA. Well, still without bloodlines, but still. That could be interesting. Ooh, and he needs to run. I think the most rapid skill improvement of the last year has been demonstrated by Hearttt, Leary, and Winchester. Disagreed. Winchester got second in the when we won Arabia Cup like 1.5 years ago, so that's not really an option to say. But yeah, Leary and Hearttt really improved, but also like they were kind of the favorites to win the 2v2 Arabia tournament, together with like, who else was there? DauT and I don't really know anymore. DauT Fire or something, and MBL the Viper, something like that. So yeah, they roughly stomped everyone before that as well. So they were pretty good 1 year ago as well. But yeah, I know what you were trying to say. Okay, let's take a look. Mangonel shot could be big. DauT, needs to run now. Cannot really take this one. Hearttt is going for bloodlines. DauT is trying to get his own Mangonels out. Mangonel shot. Hearttt is trying to micro this, and DauT micro here. Getting 1 for none. Now CA coming in, getting some micro against that CAs, and DauT is killing that, and Hearttt needs to run. That was a beautiful engagement here for DauT. Killing 2 Mangonels. Yeah, he lost some crossbowmen, but also killed some CA. That was pretty sweet. Hearttt now going for CAs as well, trying to find some more villager kills, but DauT moved all villagers. Hearttt now selling 100 food, not 100% sure why, but seems like DauT kind of stabilized here, and he is far from out. Now going for the monastery. I believe he shouldn't really patrol in here, shouldn't move in, and then could get all the kills. Oh, but he is going for the patrol, but still, yeah, has some nice positioned on the hill, and I think he should get most kills. That's 3 away again. That's something that shouldn't happen. Oh, but Hearttt didn't click it enough. Oh, and he will lose all of them. I think he could have gotten away with 3. But at the same time, Hearttt is now thinking, okay, all your armies over there. I can maybe have a timing here in the middle. Let's take a look. And DauT is trying to get a castle up. That's not really going to happen with all those CAs in the front. His army is completely out of position, and we're actually trying to build this one here at the front. Well, no DauT. One convert, and DauT. What is he thinking? 1 Mangonel down, another Mangonel, and that's the throw if I've ever seen one. What is he doing here? What is DauT doing at the moment? Mangonels thrown away, villagers thrown away as well. This castle will never go up. He is getting raided. His army was so slow. He just sent everything to kill 5 CA, and in the meanwhile, no defense at all. Now was trying to send more villagers to the front. His Mangonels poorly microed. And yeah, that was just so good for Hearttt here. He got so many villagers now trying to debate the Mangonel as well. And now he's sending more villagers to the front, and yeah, Hearttt just regrouping, looking for March Rangers, and he will have lots of heavy CA on the way to Imperial 8. At the same time, DauT, he could click up any second as well. And yeah, let's see if he does that. Now getting the market, and let's see at what amount of resources he is clicking up. Hopefully lower than the usual one, because he's Italian, so that's cheaper for him. Let's take a look. Can he snipe 1, 2 villagers? Oh, you look at that. He Hearttt even speed built 1 siege workshop here. instead of waiting for the second one to go up. Heartt out microing to wolves in the meanwhile. And yeah, game kind of stabilized. We'll have Heartt being up to Imperial Age 2 minutes earlier though. Going for mass CA, and no addition to that. At the moment it feels like maybe Rams was the option. Take a look if Heartt can get some damage done. Looks like he can get some villagers for sure. And if he wants to commit or not. And only one barrack so far, so the Tato counter switch not really planned so far. 3 more wills. Patriot Tactic and Bracer. Oh, and January is Crossbowman, and they won't perform too poorly against those TA. Let's take a look. Maybe see another castle from DauT. It'll be costly again, obviously. Villager production still continues, trying to go for more stone. And now the big question will be, how will DauT deal with all those? Heartt. Oh, that's a lot of losses for him. And DauT, yeah, that was sweet. Getting 5-6 kills there. 5 and some damage. But how will DauT deal with all the Rams? That's a big question. Heavy CA now out, and cap drums will come in as well. Oi, will be sweet for Heartt here if you can get this push done. 15 pop ahead. He's still roughly 20 villages ahead, slightly behind when it comes to military count, but that's not too important because his army strength is obviously so much higher. And DauT again, not splitting his army, sending all his army to the front. Maybe going for onagers. I believe that would be the most important upgrade, but look at that. Wood upgrade, chemistry and bracer. Onagers would be the better choice, and now Heartt is trying to push in here. January's crossbowman. They won't do enough, and Heartt is pushing in at the front here. And again, DauT sending all his army to the front, not going for the splits. 2 Magnots. They need to do massive amount of damage here. And as you can see, Heartt is even keeping back his Magnots, his Rams, focusing down those Magnots, and now pushing in here at the front. DauT still looking at pop 133, now scaring away those CA, but nothing over here in the middle. This castle will go down for sure. Should he maybe have went for onagers himself? That's a big question here. First castle is going down, and DauT in a tough spot and doesn't really know how to defend. Isn't even going for the last fight, and DauT is looking at the verge of elimination. He isn't looking great against Mr. Heartt here, who is already leading 2-0 after 2 maps. Grass sad indeed here. The Hunts being the strong pick for Heartt, and let's take a look at the achievements. DauT's map was bad, we can agree to that, but he also did very little to go for some aggression or to go for some zoning out and to protect some of his gold spot. Oh, generous. 1 biddy from Hiana. In timing. And convincing stuff here by Heartt. We have to agree on that, guys, right? Whew. Now let's go for the reverse sweep. It's an option. One with greater loot. Maybe. They launch the next game, and we are having no more Hunts and no more Italians. I think DauT Sis are a bit better, although Malians and Aztecs are damn strong as well. I think a few Franks are pretty bad for Heartt. I think so. DauT has 1 really good win still in store for him. Whew. I think I wouldn't keep Franks for last if I was Heartt. I think I would just blow Franks now and then go for Aztecs and Malians if I was Heartt. I don't want to go into game 5 with having Franks. Yeah. So then, what against Franks? I believe Ethiopians perform pretty well against Franks. Maybe trying to go for melee. So that you have Ethiopians against Aztecs or Malians. Well, we will see pretty soon, guys. I will get myself a drink. And then we will be back with game number 3. 3 match points for Mr. Heartt coming your way. DauT, summon the power of the panda. Well, he needs it. Hey guys. Then let's go into game number 3. As we said before, Heartt having 3 match points. And we see DauT now playing on a very tight map with the Mayans. Wood close by, reasonable stone spot, gold very close by, but a bit exposed. But you can just wall the front here and would have a pretty solid map here to defend. On the other side, we have Mr. Heartt. He's playing the Aztecs. He could go for some quite easy walls himself as well, but, well, a bit more open than DauT, but a bit better protected gold spots here, although all 3 are on one side. I'm so torn right now. Always been a DauT fan, but I also love Heartt's playstyle. Well, that's a tough day for you then, because one of those 2 guys will get eliminated out of this single elimination tournament. The other guy will advance into the semifinals. $200 for 5th to 8th, and I believe $400 if you lose in the semifinals in this more than 4K prize pool tournament. I will DauT try to play this map, and he doesn't see how well his map is with the cliff over here. So he's just going for the early lane after pushing 2 deers. Didn't like how last game went. Oh wait, that's 6 sheep left. Did he maybe even push 3 deer? Not 100% sure. And oh, it could go into the wrong direction. Oh no, he sees the stone now. So he should go to the left. Okay. All looking pretty solid so far. DauT, I would love to see that house a bit more to the front. Not the greatest lure here either. He's also losing a villager even with a loom. That's weird. And DauT, oh god. He saw the stone. Why didn't he go to the left hand side? And now he scouts as a 3-tile stone. Heartt can never be at the right hand side, because the 3-tile stone is an extra stone. Thanks so much for using your Twitch Prime on me. And that means scouting to the right hand side makes 0 sense at the moment. DauT knows that Heartt has to be close to that stone spot. Yeah, DauT. Why is he still scouting here? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Going for the very tight walls over here as well. He could have scouted so much more. And now he's walling and his goal is exposed again. I don't like his style. And that's where you see like Leary, Nikov, like the ones that I consider to be like the real top 3 at the moment. They're doing this so much better with zoning out those areas. They will build their production over here, or even over here, and they will have their goal protected, or they will get an early warning. But this just gives so many opportunities to later get raided on. Oh, Slam overrated, DauT outdated, long have we waited, Tyrant eliminated. Well, there's still one Tyrant around who tries to stomp all the other aftermaths, right? This one very special Tyrant. Out. 3 militia out. Does he want to go for more? He is with 1 on gold so far. Looks like 4 on 4 militia and then trying to go for it. At the same time, DauT is going for 4 as well. 3 on gold, so maybe trying to follow it up with some eagles. Even 5 now. So Marion's going for the 5 militia rush. Interesting stuff. And DauT is going for the sneak tower. DauT does not see that one. And yeah, where is his next wood line? He didn't even have scouted yet. Oh, DauT. He doesn't want to take this engagement before he has M&A. At the same time, Hearttt didn't even click M&A yet. What's going on here? He is doing some weird walls for sure. I've seen worse walls yesterday though. But DauT, where will he get wood? Over here, or maybe build a defensive tower, but that's a tough one for him. DauT now going for double with X, and Hearttt, I'm a bit surprised why he didn't click double with X M&As. Isn't that weird? Well, now trying to take the engagement. Well, did you really? More looks like. Ay. That's ugly. Well, he still can get at least like 6 trees. Look at that Hearttt debating so much. And now those M&A are doing nothing. Hearttt bought so much precious time for himself. And now 1 eagle. And this one should start to really scout. Some more wood. Because at the moment, what is DauT's reaction? Getting some stragglers, and that's it. Oh, but it's just in time. We're going down to 28 HP here. And now we can see the next engagement. Oh, let's take a look here, and we see that's all DauT. He gets more damage done here for sure. Still has 4 M&A out and his eagle, so that's pretty sweet for him. And that was quite a convincing win for him. He has 6-2 KD, and now can really get to the front here and do some damage. Let's take a look. Where is DauT going? He scouted this wood line and is now going for it. Nilly, when do you expect to be ready to dive into top 16? You're damn good. So, well, I'm damn good, but not as damn good as those players. So, at the moment, top 16 is kind of out of my reach. And, oh, Hearttt, is he trying to wall himself? Yeah, he was trying to, but didn't finish it. And, yeah, I have a small goal that before next April, I will be, or like in March, in the end of March, I will be top 25 non-Chinese. Like, real skill, not rating. I'm not sure how far away I am from that, but that would be pretty sweet for me. At the moment, I feel like I'm more like number 40. So, quite some catching up to do. And so does DauT in this very series, because he's down to 0. So trying to do some damage. And let's take a look what Hearttt has really in store. For now, not a lot of stone left. And is going for eagles only at the moment. And they won't perform too well against all those M&A that We still see from DauT. This one is getting denied, and DauT is sending villagers forward. And does that mean he's trying to build an offensive tower? And yes, it does. He's trying to continue and pressure this. HeartT even buying some stone. DauT still active over here. How do you train to get good? Whoa! Step number 1, play a lot. Step number 2, get good. That's my 2-step plan so far. How do you measure real skill? You can't. Just my point of view. Oh, look at that, 2 villagers repairing aren't enough. You can see HeartT is trying to take another engagement. Those M&A still doing the damage against the market. Eagles now very active against HeartT. Military count is 14-5. And it looks like HeartT still trying to rely on his ego upgrades. Wheelbarrow, defensive tower, DauT doesn't see that HeartT sees it himself. And yeah. Oh wow, he didn't. He just Palisade scouted it, as it seems. And that's ugly. Oh, and HeartT trying to rush into castle as it seems. Look at that, 500 food, 200 gold at the moment. And now tower war over here, but that's so much investment here for HeartT all game long. And DauT at the same time isn't far behind when it comes to reaching the castle age as well. I believe the M&A should just focus on the market, and the Eagles should scare away the Eagles of HeartT. But that's on me. DauT, in the meanwhile, is on stone, so we could even see some plumed archers. Oh, interesting. Not 100% sure. That looks pretty sweet. Oh, DauT is up. HeartT at the same time. Let's take a look at his resources. Does HeartT have a second building yet? That's a good question. And I don't see a barracks. I don't see a blacksmith. And HeartT, yeah, that's his problem at the moment. Need to invest so much wood into repairing that market that he couldn't click up. Now it could go for the next wave here, and that looks like DauT is putting himself on the scoreboard if he continues with his beautiful aggression, and only now rushing the blacksmith out. Also long trouble here. Next defensive tower here, and as you all know, the stone not accessible for HeartT. One at the front here, one at the front here. So that means he needs to buy all of those. And those M&As are just such good damage dealers against that market. And no +1 attack actually. And DauT, could have gone for the villager kill here. Trying to sneak around a bit, and yeah, I think he should just focus on doing the barracks now. HeartT on the way up to castle as well, but DauT just in full control. Look at that. 2 barracks at home, building a 3rd one at the front. Some eagles sneaking around, but DauT super aware with the spider senses knows, okay, there's roughly 8 eagles missing that you try to defend with all game long. Where could they go? Well, maybe into my wood line. And indeed they're coming. DauT clicked them away, but will return the damage instantly. And now could go for the attack here, and HeartT knows, damn, this guy is super aware. And yeah, DauT just winning the M&A fight here quite convincingly. Gave him the advantage. And then he built more M&A, and HeartT didn't really have the action. Maybe an archery range could have helped out. Obviously not too great against eagles later on, but just simply having 3-4 archers could have helped out so much more. Instead of going for 2 barracks, but DauT with all his eagles could have done the great damage. That was just very convincing micro stuff here. DauT made sure to go into that fight quite nicely and just played it down from there. 23-minute game. Something that DauT fans have to be happy about. And DauT haters, I have to question yourself again. Achievements. KD Well, I believe like a stat that would be most important here is like damage dealt, because I felt like those M&A with the Eagles did like, whoa, like 2.5k damage to the market, maybe even more. Maybe even more. There was so much wood invested into repairing that market all game long. And DauT, the king. Oh. Grassed out, grassed out, grassed out. Okay, let's take a look at the potential TIF pretty soon. Heartt should have taken Franks, alright. I think he should have taken Franks in the third game. How can anyone hate DauT? That smile, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if there's anyone who really hates him. Unlikely, yeah. Okay guys, then the TIF draft again. So we're now out of ad checks for Heartt and out of mains for DauT. So I think DauT still has a very good TIF advantage against the Franks. So when does Heartt pick his Franks and when the Malians? Malians to be considered top 3 civilizations together with Indians and Berbers? Phew. Ethiopian is melee. How will they perform against Malians? How will they perform against the Franks? Questions we need answers to. And we will get them pretty soon. And pretty soon means now. Game number 4. And still 2 match points here for Heartt. DauT smashed down match point number 1 and is now trying his luck with the Ethiopians. On the other side, we have Heartt playing the Malians now, playing his strongest civilization out of all the 5 he picked, and therefore keeping his Franks for last. Meaning melee against Franks in the last game. I believe if DauT wins this one, he wins the whole series. This looks pretty good for DauT in game number 5. Let's take a look and focus on game number 4 though. Beautiful defensive gold, beautiful defensive woodline. Nice and easy walls here at the DauT possible. Barry's pretty open, but can build himself up here. I like this map for DauT. On the other side, we have Heartt. Nice close woodline and berries and gold. That is a nice tight area for him as well. I think those are 2 pretty solid maps and we could see a long game. Guys, did we see a single imp yet? Oh, and would need to watch all over this again. And at least the last 2 games didn't go to imp, right? Oh, I'm so confused. Should we write the stuff like this down? Guys, now it's your time to send energy over to Mr. DauT. What will they go for? Malians, maybe some M&A aggression. Ethiopians, maybe some M&A aggression. Any civilization, maybe some M&A aggression. What else could they go for? Ethiopians, obviously incredible archers. If he just wants to go for a rush into... Where did that villager go? Wasn't there just a villager here? Okay, well. Maybe rush into archers could be an option. And for the Malians, maybe just skirm arch or something. Pretty solid, non-exciting starts so far. DauT needed to loot quite early. kept only enough energy for watching this. Rest for DauT. That's a spirit, man. Good job. Now getting some damage done against Heartt. And again, I'm very small on that enemy scouting. The other side we see Heartt. It's quite a small base for himself. Scouting sheep. Found back again. And it seems like Heartt is playing the Strush. And DauT will not Drush, but will play this M&A. So M&A against Drush. Let's see how they will follow this up. And Heartt is building a very small... Oh! Heartt didn't find his second boar. And he sees the full HP scout from DauT. Guys, the nerves are real. Heartt forgot about his second boar. And this sheep actually scouted this area. Does he maybe think it's trapped? He forgot about his second boar. Quarterfinals, King of the Desert. Single elimination. If he loses 2 games, he's the one out. And now he's playing with a very unforced disadvantage. And now trying to slip in here. Sacrifices the scout. But now the militia can at least do some damage and prevent DauT from walling here. Do some damage against those villagers, but in the end I believe he will not be able to do the greatest damage ever. Now going for the small walls. And Heartt, well, still with a reasonable uptiming. And he will be surprised when he later sees his boar. Oh man. It seems like Heartt is now trying to rush out. DauT was trying to go for the quick wall. Could have gone for... Oh, sweet move here by DauT. Oh, that was sweet. Could have went for the palisade gate. Or if you ask me. Oh, DauT, can he save his scout? Does seem like no. But gets a lot of damage done on all those militia. And that's, yeah, a good start for DauT so far. Even going for forced militia, so trying to keep up the aggression at the same time. Second lumber camp here for Heartt and going on to some gold. I'm expecting double archery range out of him. But that's something that DauT can do pretty well with. Although he's not going for archery ranges himself yet. And we'll wall that as well. And yeah, then really using his pretty solid map so far. Oh, that one. M&A, can you get the kill of the middle one? No, he attacked the first one. Archery range number 1, archery range number 2. I hate when I place them not together. But looks like Heartt is completely confident. He's doing that. Double relax now, and yeah, he obviously isn't playing this FC. Goes for the big walls and a palisade gate here as well. Archer range now for DauT, and this will be a big dance. Skirms around, archers around, and let's see what he can do. DauT now trying to find some damage, but probably won't redo it. Where are the militia of Heartt? Still active at the front, or not really active, but around. No blacksmith just yet, adding an archer even, and he is totally fine. Take a look, M&A shouldn't run through the GC. Oh, what is DauT trying to do? Maybe snipe one skirmisher, no, he's running away, and what a beautiful micro by Heartt. Not losing that one, and still feels so weird. He still didn't find his boar. And he will be really confused. And now DauT sees the boar. And he will be like, Arabia with extra boars? Did you load the wrong map, mate? Oh, that villager is letting the M&A in. What happened here? That's the most reason. That's the Troy villager. Oh, but beautiful quick walls and moving this villager around. Oh god, that's so good. And now, oh, she's going the right way. The same way out. And now DauT is trapped. It was the greatest debation of all time. She is the hero. Oh, what a beautiful move. Maybe could lose an archer here, Heartt. Yeah, then micro that one back properly. Oh, that villager going to the wrong way. And she will lose her life. So, Heartt doing two small mistakes here after the beautiful quick wall. And yeah, DauT now losing all his M&A. Lots of skirmishes out. Would love to see a second mining camp here. And now we see archer skirm from DauT going for fletching as well. Pretty solid start from both of them so far. Now, and what I said, this could be the first game that goes really long for both of them. I don't expect anyone to do major damage. Seems like both agreed on a good wheelbarrow timing at 37 villagers as well. And yeah, both completely safe behind walls. Trying to run around, do some sneak damage, but those villagers won't die. And DauT doesn't even have a single exposed villager. Maybe this one, but that's it. Well, maybe going for some attack over here. And the problem is that DauT is pretty heavy on archers. But now getting the market up there, just buying himself somewhat time. Shouldn't lose that villager. Yeah, all too solid. And no, it all comes down to who gets onto castle quicker. I actually went for the +1 defense here. Padded armor. Helps in the archer with the archer fights. Or like mixed fights. And at the same time, yeah, focuses on getting castle a bit earlier. Heartt, oh, now both trying to buy some food. But DauT was just a tiny bit later. Really ugly stuff for him. Now has enough army to clear that up. DauT at the same time will be clicking up any second. And yeah, that's a small 11-second difference. Won't really matter. Both same villager count, military count, virtually identical. DauT a bit more. And yeah, so we won't really see anything major happening here. DauT not trying to get his two armies together. Let's take a look if Heartt will allow this. Heartt actually switching onto stables here. +1 defense for him. And oh, interesting stuff. DauT is trying to take this engagement uphill here. All the army of him from the south a bit late, and that was a better engagement than Heartt could have hoped for. But DauT should now go for the clear up here. Should get those 3 skirmishes, and now DauT could maybe fight on the left hand side here. Villager in the back, close the door. Heartt taking the hill advantage again. And well, that second army really didn't do the most of damages. Okay guys, then let's continue here. We see the second stable of Heartt. And Heartt now goes up. Let's take a look what he goes for. Well, he still stays on some skirmishes as it seems. Not going for any archers. At the same time going for crossbows and elite skirmishes. So he will have a real damage output. Heartt, maybe this could have been a spot where you go for siege workshop as well. It seems like knights will be his choice. Already has bloodlines, has a +1 as well. DauT is now going back. Why is he going back? He killed a lot of the army. And now he's going back? Is he trying to play this imp? Or does he just want to wait for ballistics? Oh boy, that's just DauT confidence. Just waiting for ballistics before taking any engagement. Oh, yo, yo. Missing killer instinct here. He would have faced some skirmishers, some under-upgraded knights. Had the solid army advantage. Oh, he's missing Botkin as well. Uh-oh, did Slam take over? And he's queuing more crossbowmen. He doesn't know that he's missing Botkin. By the way, did we see the board taken? No, we did not. 1x33 so far by heart. Check a look, can DauT intercept this? DauT was ballistics, but so much more confident here. Now he'll advantage. Heartt is closing this down. Bloodlines and +2 defense. Not that many crossmen, and especially without Botkin, this could be so deadly. DauT here trying to micro this, but doesn't simply have the damage output here. Skirmishers chasing this down, and DauT in a world of trouble. He has so many floating resources, but oh god, that is completely being caught off guard here. DauT has more villagers, yes, that's true, but Skirmishers now at the front, and maybe he can just chase this down. Heartt at the meanwhile, having Botkin arrow. He has so many more upgrades on all his military units. That's so good for him. One knight at the front, maybe he can shoot down. If Heartt had 5 more Skirmishers, I believe he had a good shot here, but only with the 2. His damage output is just too small, and DauT will stay strong for now, but still will play this without Botkin arrow, and once you forget this upgrade, it's obviously so super tough for you. Aye. DauT survived for now. 30C for him. Lots of floating resources. Going for barracks now and going for more pikemen. Interesting stuff. So he expects more knights from the Malian player. And that's indeed right. Only one skirmisher here by Heartt. Oh, DauT is now going for Botkin. Okay, that's fine then. Was DauT maybe just 100% sure that if it goes to Imp, his Ethiopians will be better than the Malians, which I don't really see. I believe like the champ cards of the Malians will just be way too good. We'll research heavy blow before clicking Imp. Well, that makes a lot of sense actually. DauT 4 villages ahead. Now going for some Wolf Rush from Heartt. And trying to go for some relics. Knights out now. And well, DauT sees that and he sees the manual. So he is pretty happy probably that he went so heavily onto pikemen and has a monk out here as well. Let's take a look. What can Heartt do with his engagement? DauT still with ballistics, so that's pretty sweet for him. 2 monks out. Heartt falls back. He needs to find another engagement. Up to 3 TCs. Probably did see the ball now. That's 1 defense for him. For his pikemen. Research +1. Heartt now ahead in villagers even. DauT, was he housed for some time? Oh, he's building houses quite intensely now. Heartt, what was he trying to go for? Is that a siege workshop? He certainly needs to go for more skirmishers. Queuing up some, has 2 archery ranges. DauT now trying to sneak that relic away. Pretty solid stuff. Scamming the till, sends another monk out and wants to play the long game. Phew. Hope to see for Rimba Cavaliers. Well, that's an option if he goes for that many knights, right? But Ethiopians have halberdiers. And strong arbalest behind that. DauT just camping the front, and that's a sweet relic there. Pretty neutral one in the middle. of the map. Heartt shouldn't allow that, especially after he sees so many monks. And what is that of a sneak attack here? Heartt. He is still queuing up more knights. And he will just try to attack over here. And DauT is just camping on that hill. Let's see what DauT can do. Let's expand into the neutral gold spot. Yeah. How confident is DauT feeling at the moment? He's selling some wood. He wants to go to Imp for sure. Oh, killing those poor hippos. Someone call Peter, please. And Heartt getting one shot off. Killing one villager, making that 2. Now DauT is up to Imp. Heartt at the same time can click up any second as well. DauT going for mass halberdiers, now going for squires. And those 2 mangonels, they will do some damage. I don't think that Heartt wants to take an engagement here for him. Let's take a look how heavily is he on stone. Well, he will get a castle up for sure as well. Heartt has no idea what awaits him down here. That's a lot of crossmen, pikemen, some monks. Very ready to do the conversion and do the damage. As we analyzed pretty early in this game most likely will go to Imperial Age. Heartt, did he not see? Oh, he didn't see that relic either. So he will probably go down 4 to 0 relics, something like that. Yeah, not a lot of skirms out at the moment, just pikemen, it's totally fine. Trying to get out of position, but honestly I just feel he's trying to get military up and wants to get onto Imp. And I personally think Marians are better than Imp than Ethiopians. That's just me. But I haven't seen a lot of people going for champ cards so far. Let's take a look. Is DauT out of position here? Oof, not enough. For Heartt to force an engagement as it seems. Now some mangonel shots. Can he maybe do some damage before getting up to him? And that's a lot of damage against all those halberdiers here. And he's taking quite a reasonable engagement, I would say. But now reaching Imp as well, killing all the halberdiers off. That was pretty sweet for him. Now getting 3 converts running. Mangonels trying to do some damage before DauT gets braces and before he gets arbalest. That was quite reasonable for Mr. Heartt, I would say. Killing another monk, and only now the upgrades kick in for DauT, and oof, can't really tell who has the advantage at the moment. DauT not going for the 4th relic, and a small tactical pause. Energy, take my DauT. DauT, take my energy. Write whatever you want. Cavaliers at +4 defense. That will be strong, but those arbalists, they have some damage output themselves. For now, only 4 defense here for Heartt. Oh, and that castle could even be denied. Let's take a look. And that means no Farimba for Heartt. I believe he just should delete that castle. Farimba is just too important. Just rebuild it over here to be super safe. That will not go up. Arbalest now snacking. Oh, he has ballistics, yeah, that's very early on. And now they have 6 defense. Yes. Still didn't see that relic though. DauT didn't go for it over here. Arbalest still active. Well, that's not... What? Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Cavaliers trying to find an engagement, but some halberdiers and arbalests are out here to greet them. The castle as well. 36 now for Heartt, and that is an engagement he cannot take. DauT could go for a quick wall. No, he can't. But let's now moving over, and indeed this castle is going up, and well, skirms are just fine against what DauT is pulling so far. Castle's going up, those two monks, not the greatest positioning for them. And well, some arbalists lost their lives as well. And now finally we can see Farimba, but yeah, Art didn't take any fights. Maybe some healing wouldn't hurt for him at the moment. Big problem with DauT's army will be his immobility. Halberdiers and arbalists obviously always need to be clumped together, cannot really push too well with the rams. He needs to wait for traps, always needs to babysit them. At the same time, Heartt, with his cavaliers +7 attack, can just run around. And maybe do a lot of damage to potential villagers in unguarded. That castle actually going down onto Arbalest fire. In Heartt's point of view, and it looks like he won't cancel, or will he? And that's not cancelled. More cavaliers running around. There will be some damage. Heartt going for a lot of delayed upgrades. Look at that, heavy plow and bowsaw. Those are upgrades that you absolutely want to have a bit earlier. But for just saving their lives, they don't really think about it that way. And now this castle here for Heartt in some troubles. Beautiful castle by DauT. Protecting his gold, protecting the woodline as well. Raiding not really that efficient. And now the problem, look at that. All the halberdiers needed to go back, trying to defend the cavalier raid. That means all the arbalists at the front now exposed. And now the cavaliers can come in, and that's a problem that I described before. The big problem of the Ethiopians and the big strength of the Malians here. And they are now trying to take this engagement. Halberdiers coming from behind, but lots of cavaliers already losing their life before they can really close down the distance. But now they're shredding once they are there, and that's a lot of arbalists going down. But all the cavaliers as well. Can he snipe down all the traps? He leaves one alive, but will get sniped by another trap. And that was pretty costly here for Heartt as well. Would have loved to see some skirmishes mixed in as well. DauT now going for the +1 defense here. Is he maybe switching on to some light cap as well? And now handcut for DauT, pretty late. Heartt himself at 137 villagers. Military count at the moment 16 to over 70. How did that happen? DauT's army just enormous at the moment. Heartt now trying to go for Onager skirmisher, it seems, as the army competition that he thinks has maybe a chance against what DauT is throwing at him. Not a lot of map control by anyone in the north, but that's not really important. DauT trying to go for the south and trying to go for some sneak attacks. That goal still very crucial here, and that's why DauT is pushing in there. Obviously wants to kill the castle as well. No more traps for Heartt at the moment. Then that will be pretty tricky. Let's take a look. Still going for more cavaliers. Skirmisher production is real as well. Siege workshop, well, he has 3, but not a lot of gold. Look at how few villagers he has on gold. 2 over here, only 6 over here. That looks pretty dicey for him. Out now some light cav raid. He isn't getting enough gold out. Capped ram upgrade for DauT now as well. Really wants to continue the push. Heartt trying to repair, but that's not really going to work against 4 traps here. Will lose all his skirmishers at the front. Those cavaliers, yeah, they're good at dealing damage, but not that great at receiving damage. Look at that. All the arbalists, they're doing massive amount of damage. Yeah, skirmishers doing quite well as well, but Heartt needs to tap out, and that's another step towards the comeback here of DauT. Now it's 2-2, and the next matchup will be so much in his favor. DauT chilling this out. Was thinking, okay, my arbalist will perform so well, and I am not sure if that army composition is the greatest here for Heartt. His skirmishers do not have bracer. His cavaliers won't perform too well against all the Halberdiers. Isn't it an option to just transition into champions? I don't know. I feel the champions are so good, especially against Ethiopians. Just producing rams everywhere could have been an option. I'm having the +7 defense here. DauT, super calm and collective play. Waited here for quite some time, then Hearttt, I believe, just didn't go for the right units. Maybe camped a bit too much, didn't go for his gold enough, and now tried too many tech switches, went for onagers without the real control. Oof, achievements. Hearttt still got more kills, because he built the more costly units. Eco, somewhat similar, more wood for DauT. And guys, 4-1 relics as well in favor of DauT, so he was really playing the long game. You know what that means, guys. Equalizer, last game, decider. It's time to spam the chat. Junkie. Guys, it's time to send your energy towards DauT if you want to see him win. It's time to send your thoughts and prayers to Hearttt if you want to see him win with the Franks against the melee of Mr. DauT. Let's see how we got down to those civilizations. We saw the bans here and Malians lost of Hearttt against the Ethiopians of DauT. And now we will see melee. Very interesting, very fast civilization against Franks. Very one-dimensional, but in that regard, pretty strong as well. Let's see how they will play this out, guys. I'm so curious. And guys, get some hype in the chat, guys, and give me some prediction. Spam some DauT, spam some Heartts. I want to see who you're cheering for. On the right hand side, we will have DauT going for the early boar lure and successful, only getting 2 hits. It is your beloved Tyrant DauT trying to play with 3 boars now and playing with the melee. On the other side, the guy who needs every food resource in the game, he is in the green trunks. He is hard and could still go for the restart, which he is. Wise decision. Okay, well, we can't take a pause without any AoE hype songs, right? Then let's play some other stuff. Working. DauT against Hearttt, game number 5. It all comes down to this. Whoever loses this is out of the tournament. Whoever wins this goes into the semifinals and still has a shot to take the whole tournament here. Was it beer, tea, or coffee? None of the above. And get honey water better than sugar water? No. Okay, guys. No more skipping the first 2 minutes. This game is too important. Every second counts. Both players out of their restarts. We have the melee for DauT. Let's take a look at this map. Reasonable berries, woodline. Not too great, not too big. Gold, especially for DauT, not too great here. On the other side, we have playing the green trunks with the Franks, Mr. Hearttt. 2 boars, very much of the front, together with 4 sheep here. So scouting with these other sheep. Where is his scout? Where is his scout? Oh, over here, left hand side. Okay, so pretty unfortunate stuff for him. Goes for the defensive woodline, but oh, that's a small one. Did he scout that it's looking so bad? Oh god, are they trying to take an engagement? No, okay. Obviously, Hearttt will always win this one, having 54 HP on his scouts. DauT probably doesn't even want to take this fight uphill here. And, well, Hearttt is going for the better woodline at the front. And let's take a look. Oh, DauT, is he trying to take this engagement? I'm not sure. So much more HP, obviously, here for Hearttt. DauT, that's an engagement he can never take. And DauT, could he maybe lose his scout here? Does he still have a restart? Does DauT still have a restart? Yeah, he did. Okay, I was confused. I was confused, guys. DauT, yeah. That's when you cast too many series in a day. So DauT was going for the weird stuff. And guys, we need some more hype. Please don't panic.
Rumors creeping from south of a giant. باحث عن الطعام. عامل منجع. حتى Das is zo. Don't panic. Just click your soldiers. Das is zo. Follow the path to the blue flag. Go on it. Follow the path to the blue flag. Look out, look out, look out, look out, look out.
One time I had like an hour downtime at a Hippo tournament and I played all the wrestling intro musics as well. I have like 15 intro songs and yeah, we went through all of them from the old days, like end 90s.
Don't panic. It is here that my tale will end. The assassins will strike. Right wings moving. Did all your units make it to the flag? They need to attack. Move to the next flag.
Yes.
Das ist so. Take the soldier. It's time for us.
I made none of them myself.
Lest we be caught in the crossfire. The assassins will strike.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Panic.
Panic.
Panic.
Guys, it's time to go for the last game of this round of 8. After this game, we will have one great player eliminated out of this tournament. Will it be Tyrant the DauT playing the melee, the probably better civilization of the two? Or will it be Mr. Heartt playing the Franks here? Very one-dimensional, but very strong civilization in that regard. Forcing one restart out of DauT, both having a very bad map. This one is Green Arabia. Defensive berries, close wood line. Not the greatest gold here by Heartt. Very open. Maybe could go for this one, but that's not too much better as well. 3 on wood only for Heartt. Kind of indicating that he is going for scouts, no M&A. On the other side we have 4 on wood here by DauT. Doesn't want to go into the scout rush. Oh, multi-shipping here against, or even if, oh, oops, DauT. My nerves. And does he see? Ooh, barely missed the boar there. Okay. Took a small peek into the TC as it seems. Where's the scout of? Why am I so bad at finding the scout of Heartt? Okay, because it's at the right hand side edge of the map. That's super weird. Probably doesn't want to lose it to TC as it seems. Phew. Second boar coming in now. 4 HP on that one. Shouldn't lose the villager. No, it's all fine. Not the greatest positioning of those boar though. Not great. But as I said before, second boar isn't that important because you don't really need to drop that much food back and forth. DauT only now going for the second boar. That's pretty late. And even building a house before that? Did he not scout that boar? He did. Oh, and Heartt could still go for the lane here. Is he trying to squeeze in loom? No, he is not. What is DauT playing? Okay, well, it is okay. Maybe he saw the scout and didn't want to get lamed. Therefore sending his own scout in. And maybe now is getting loom, indeed. Now could use his scout a bit to block this. Going for the barracks now. Loom will finish, but only after the second hit. So that villager will get home with 14 HP only. And let's take a look. Whoops, it's up. Okay. Heart is up. He plays with Pop 21 with the Franks. Second number camp for him. Guys, so much on the line here. So much pride as well. The Tyrants kind of underperforming. Spoiler alert, we already lost back T. We already lost Slam, Fire, obviously against DauT, so that's kind of a case. Rio didn't sign up. And on the other side, Aftermath, we already lost MBL. There is through. And that's probably the fight of the two. Yeah, somewhat the strongest team so far. Now playing this with Pop 24. Both will reach Fuel Age somewhat at a reasonable same timing. Will we see M&As? Yeah, DauT will go for the M&A aggression. And Heartt will play this with Scouts. I believe quite a reasonable start. Oh, and DauT is walling for a change. He's taking this game serious. After allowing Heartt to lead 2-0, he decides, okay, maybe walling isn't a bad strategy in a tournament game. And now DauT is even sneaking that villager through. Oh, DauT! Playing with all the moves that the move book has in store for us. And Heartt, I want to see him start from farming here. Scout still very active, and a villager DauT is sending this one forward. I heard DauT decided to use the keyboard too in this game. Well, that's pretty untypical for him, right? Oh, and DauT will lose that one villager though. Let's take a look. Can the militia deal some damage? Villager. Well, actually, he's saving that one as well. Interesting stuff. But now, kind of needs to protect his villager at all times. Well, that protection days was pretty short. Same time, Heartt walled himself quite nicely. DauT going for more walls. Didn't completely wall the left-hand side. I'm not 100% sure if he knows that though. Yeah, he did scout it. So he knows that he is still open there. Take a look what those 3 M&A will do together with 1 scout. Again, soon to be 4 scouts and 1 spearman here of Heartt before we can see the engagement. Heartt lost some HP on his scouts. Will he lose more? Not for now. I was going for some walls over here, and if he walls this areas, he is fine. Now going for the house wall here, and DauT will play this in the long run. He is equal when it comes to villagers. That's something that should never happen. Yeah, he lost 1, but still. Pretty ugly spot for him. Now a spearman to the front. Let's take a look. Is he in time? Those M&A is still doing some reasonable amount of damage. Spearman focusing on the wrong unit. Now coming over. And now that was just a bit of a bad timing here. And beautiful move here by Heartt. KD 5-1 so far for him. Lost only 1 scout. Killed all the M&A. Killed 1 spearman and 1 villager as well. DauT now walling over here, and that's a lot of control for him. Now going for the archers. Going for all the walls. And I want to see a second archery range out of him as well. Going for the second number camp first. Wants to get his eco rolling, but military count at the moment heavily in the favor of Heartt and all the map control as well. Out trying to go for the quick walls. He sees the army at the front, so that's not really a thing, but oh, let's take a look. Oh, 1 volley off. And DauT now close to 2 villagers ahead. Seems like Heartt needed to idle his CC a bit. Oh, DauT. Double bit axe only now. That's a bit late. That's a big problem with the melee. Having so little resources for such a long time. Oh, and that's too much on gold now, but I like his mining camp for a change. 5... Is that 9 villagers on gold? That's too much in feudal age if you ask me. Now going for horse color. Probably should send 1 away. But, well, not the biggest deal. This means he cannot produce any skirmishers, needs to stay on mass archers, but that's totally fine for him, most likely. Ah, DauT maybe finds one kill, but one spearman is around. Let's take a look. Needs some more hits, but yeah, the spearman will scare the scout away. DauT needs to run now, and only now we can see the gold switch here for Heartt. Meaning he has some skirmishes out for sure. Oh, spearman getting one hit off. And let's take a look, Heartt. How many skirms does he have? 5 skirms, now going for fletching as well. DauT only now going for the blacksmith. And that means Heartt should win all the fights, but doesn't really have the damage output at the moment, so probably needs to run back. And that scout of DauT. Let's take a look. Is he trying to do some more damage? Well, he does some damage to the skirmishers, but now needs to run. Squeezes out. 72 kills though. DauT now trying to camp the hill, needs to get onto fletching. Can he buy enough time for fletching to kick in? And those skirmishers are chasing this down. I believe DauT needs to give up this hill. Cannot really take any engagements here. Spearman to the front, trying to chase down, but needs to run for sure and loses more and more of his archers. And that's a big problem, and that's what we saw so beautifully done by Heartt over and over again. If he goes for Cav, he also goes for some supporting units to snipe down the counter of DauT. At the moment, DauT 6 villages ahead. Was I confused and missed? Yeah, he has a wheelbarrow, Mr. Heartt. And DauT probably didn't. Heartt on the way to Castle Age pretty soon though. Let's take a look at his resources. And yeah, he just clicked up. DauT on the other side. Uh-oh. He is lacking a lot of food eco. Yeah. And that's what I said. That's way too many villagers on gold here. Look at that, 11. Normally needs 7. If he had 1 more on wood, 3 more on food here, that would be totally fine for him. And he, yeah, be more looking like 500 food at the moment. I will snipe down those. DauT maybe if you wanted to. DauT is now pulling some villagers, but that's pretty good for Heartt at the moment. He's just focusing down all those archers. The scouts can focus down the villagers. Skirms going to the front. DauT, is he taking this engagement? Seems like he is. Yeah, he's winning this one, but is he also losing villagers at the moment? 1 villager down. Make that. Still only 1. Now needs to focus down the scouts. 2 villagers down. The 3rd one will survive, but is killing all the army here. I'm asking myself, did he maybe, or would he maybe win this fight without the villager support as well? Ah, what are Franks good at? Knights. Now we need to see the market finish, and DauT needs to just sprint to Castle Age. Take a look what is Heartt transitioning into. 2 stables, some skirmishers still out. And DauT just grabs all his archers and clicks them back. Now buying some food and now is running back. He needs to mash up crossbowmen and he needs to defend. Maybe some monks would help as well. You can see even Bodkin arrow before the +2 defense here for his knights. And oh, a stable. That's interesting. Does he maybe want to go for some elephants? Do Malay have camels? I don't think so, right? What are we trying to see here from DauT? I'm curious. One needs to get some better walls up here. Some houses needs to be done ASAP. Get some HP on them. 100 HP extra. Why bring the villager back? DauT now needs to get all the upgrades. Selling some resources back and forth. Crossbowman and Bodkin arrow. So he somehow has a chance of defending this, but no defensive TC for him. This house is broken as well. Let's take a look. He indeed is going for a better elephant. Wants to defend. a weird Civ composition here for sure. Those villagers still exposed, isn't going for the defensive TC. Well, what is that of a horrible TC? Could have built it over here. And now we can see the push in of Heartt. He isn't having the +2 defense. The elephant here now going to the front and trying to chase down against all the skirmishers, is taking a lot of damage against those knights though. Let's take a look how this is getting microed. At the moment, DauT still ahead when it comes to the villager count. This elephant actually doing quite nice damage. Villagers didn't get fooled, and all the crossbowmen are dying here. +2 defense for coming in for Heartt. This may be hard doing this with one of the weakest civilizations that we had in this pool so far. Military count. Small advantage here for Heartt, who is now trying to go for the raids. Obviously, elephants and crossbowmen not the greatest unit to really chase down knights. And knights was +1 defense only though. Yeah, elephant defense stands strong though. Can DauT maybe sneak in a villager and do the wall off here? Seems like no, he could not. Villager count dead even at the moment. DauT at 2 TC. At the same time, we see Heartt now adding TC number 2. A monastery at the front wants to go for some conversions against all the spell elephants. I believe they aren't a long-term option here. Maybe going for some monks himself, going for mass crossbowman needs to be the answer. Heartt knights. If he's adding only 2 monks here, those elephants won't do anything. DauT is pushing back. Identical everything at the moment. 48 villagers, 15 military, 63 pop. Just a second ago. The cycle now finished for DauT. 2 TCs for him. I would love to see him go for a third one. And what does he see, guys? This is the intense game number 3 that we want to see. Another TC 1 tile away. Always a bit confusing to me. Going for more archers, no more elephants for now. Going for Bosaw. DauT wants to camp this out. Going for the heals. Ugh. Any more games after this one tonight? Most likely not. Maybe I will play one, maybe I will play poker, but no more stream games of KotD. The round of 8 will finish after this game. No more possibilities to call the restart at minute 29 either. Heartt. Taking TC over here. Be aggressive with the skirmishers. Those crossbowmen. Does DauT see? DauT sees. Oh, he needs to retreat there. He has no chance of ever taking this fight. He needs to retreat badly. Elephant needs to go back. Oh god. That means all his crossmen are exposed as well. He needs to micro this back so badly. No, he cannot camp there. That means the elephants need to protect them, and that means the elephants get converted. That's a horrible choice. 1 converted already. Horrible choice of DauT not running here. And this elephant is doing so much damage to all those crossmen. Now, look at that splash damage. Bam, 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 and how he's decimated here. And, oh god, and the skirmish is doing the big damage. That might be the game-ending fail here for DauT. Trying to go into this, and, oh boy. Military count at the moment 22 to 3. What can DauT do? He's trying to get back onto crossmen. He's going back onto pikemen, trying to get onto barracks here, but that push will be just so deadly, and I expect Heartt to go for the finishing blow. He is now sending villagers forward. I'm expecting a siege workshop maybe on that hill. Let's take a look. Heartt, and indeed it is coming here, trying to heal all his knights. They took quite some losses, but 24 to 8 military. Skirmisher production continues as well. DauT needs to set back. He needs to go on to mass crossbow. We even see more monks to the front. Really wants to get all the HP on those knights back. He's going for forging. DauT trying to go for scale body armor. He is trying to go for the pikemen and crossbowmen. The composition that won in the last game. But this time, no free pikeman upgrade, no free halberdier upgrade, and his crossbowmen and arbalest won't shoot faster as well. So winning composition game number 4, winning composition game number 5, question mark. Ugh. Doesn't really look like it. He doesn't have any hill control either. Those knights will get so nicely upgraded. Oh, a market instantly deleted. Seems like he Doesn't have one. Doesn't want one either. Continues with his skirmishers. Tries to scout some over here at the left-hand side. Doesn't want to run around. Or doesn't want to run around against him. Now going for the stone mining upgrade. And this, that looks like he wants to build the offensive castle here with the Franks. Let's take a look. DauT needs to pull his villagers now, trying to go for forging here. They haven't anything. Oof. How heavily is he on stone? One stone spot here, one stone spot here. That means not at all. And those two Magnots, they will do some damage. Nice first volley. Now putting him ahead in the villager count, even going for the relics. The Franks, are they maybe winning the game number 5? He did keep them for last, but he played this so beautifully, and now he's pushing into this. DauT. He needs to hold on. He is still at top 130. Let's take a look at his resources. Maybe he's somewhat looking into castle and POH. Not really. He needs to get mass houses up first. Another better elephant. Now going for squires. Not getting the upgrades done. Where is he on gold? Only now over here. That got pushed away from his main gold spot. Third spot. Where's his third gold spot? Is it that one to the front? Looks like it. Ugly spot for him. Lots of damage done against those Magnots, but no real answer here by DauT. Still lots of HP on all his units though. Is he going for more barracks? It looks like it. 3 at the moment, going for a first one. Lost one at the front. Heartt now selling some resources, getting a relic home. And look at that. He has enough stone to soon drop a castle. He's going for more and more upgrades though. Could think about going up to Imp as well. He keeps up the production. More knights, more skirmishers, more rams, and even more monks. Is fearing the big attack. The big attack is coming. DauT is now trying to push in with all his pikemen, but a lot of them going down. Lots of big ground attack. Now villagers sent into the side. Want to snipe down all those Magnots, but so many Magnots still alive. Look at that, 3 alive. So many villagers dying here. Not really closing down the distance. Another battle elephant converted. Magnots doing the damage against all those crossmen. Heartt might be finishing this game. GG could be coming in any second here. DauT is trying to still defend this military count at the moment. 36 to 13. Beautiful positioning here. Still control over the gold spot. Did get to convert against the battle elephant, but DauT is going back. He is trying to defend for now. I would love to see more archery ranges. Only one still out here. Heartt is controlling this area. Is he getting more kills against those crossbowmen? Look like 1 or 2 more good volleys here for sure. And those monks are so beautiful. A castle, quite offensively, but could have been even more offensively. And oh, that's a big shot here. And that you see will go down as well. Now the big attack is coming over, but he is already tapping out here. Realizes, oh god, I will lose all those villagers. And this guy is really doing a great job. And Heartt taking the 3-0 victory. Grass DauT is grass sad. For sure, he is not going into the semifinals. What a great stuff here. And Heartt and Leary both going into the semifinals. What an incredible stuff here. Ah. Heartt. Beautiful, beautiful game. Did get the clear up here. The spearman was just a bit late. And then DauT, I believe this was a huge throw going in there, then allowing the elephants to get converted. He completely blew his whole army, and then he had no chance after that. Yeah, it didn't look too great for him to begin with, but beautiful execution also by Heartt. And that mental stability, leading to 0, then getting pushed back to 2-2, then having your worst civilization, and then still winning it. That really shows you that Heartt is something we have to take a close look at.